Good morning. I would like to call this hearing to order. This is a public hearing held on August 27th, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. in Judicial Courtroom 222 of the PNC Center, located at 101 West Washington Street, Indianapolis, Indiana. My name is Steve Davies. I am Deputy General Counsel here at the IURC. This public hearing is being held before the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission, or Commission, in a rulemaking docket before the Commission as LSA number 25-368, IURC rulemaking number 24-01. The public hearing is also being live streamed on the Commission's webpage, www.in.gov/IURC, under Rulemakings. Instructions on the webpage allowed remote attendees to request a WebEx meeting code if they wish to provide oral comments virtually. No persons requested the code to provide oral comments. This rulemaking is mandatory under Indiana Code Section 8-1-40.1-4, which was effective March 10th, 2022, requiring that the Commission adopt rules that it determines, are necessary to implement Federal Energy Regulatory Commission Order Number 2222 concerning distributed energy resources and distributed energy resource aggregators. This rulemaking is in response to that requirement. The proposed rule amends 170 IAC 4-4.3 in several ways. First, the proposed rule expands the definition of customer generator facility, thereby allowing the interconnection of additional types of customer facilities with the electric utility, such as the interconnection of systems that include or that are made up entirely of batteries. Second, the proposed rule updates the performance standards for customer facilities by incorporating IEEE 1547-2018, titled Standard for Interconnection and Interoperability of Distributed Energy Resources and Associated Electric Power Systems Interfaces, and Underwriters Laboratories 1741, titled Standards for Inverters, Converters, Controllers, and Interconnection System Equipment for Use with Distributed Energy Resources. While earlier editions of these standards are currently incorporated into Indiana's interconnection rules, these updates and additional proposed changes are being made in response to and are necessitated by the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission's Order Number 2222, which endeavors to better enable distributed energy resources to participate in the electricity markets run by regional electric transmission grid operators, and in response to the rulemaking and in response to the resulting Indiana legislative directive in Indiana Code Section 8-1-40.1-4, directing that the IURC adopt rules necessary to implement FERC's order. Third and finally, the proposed rule increases the level 1 interconnection threshold from 10 kilowatts to 25 kilowatts, thereby allowing customers to interconnect a larger customer-owned facility without incurring a fee. This change better aligns with our neighboring states, consumer preferences, and advances in technologies. The proposed rule and regulatory analysis were approved by the Office of Management and Budget and the State Budget Agency on June 3rd, 2025 as OMB number 2025-12R. The Commission approved the proposed rule at a conference of the Commission on June 18th, 2025. The Indiana Register published the Notice of First Comment Period, Notice of Public Hearing, and the Regulatory Analysis in the Indiana Register on July 23rd, 2025. Notice of the time and place of this hearing was given as provided by law by publication in the Indiana Register. Prior to the publication of the Notice of First Comment Period, which formally initiated the official statutory rulemaking process for this rule, Commission staff solicited informal comments from stakeholders. The draft proposed rule was posted to the Commission's website and shared with the Indiana State Bar Association's Utility Law section via its online community, and written comments were solicited. Prior to the start of this hearing, I notified in-person attendees who wished to speak that they should see the court reporter and fill out the appearance form so that the Commission may have your name, address, and, if applicable, the name of the organization that you are representing. You may still do so if you want to testify in this hearing. If you have written comments to submit, you need not make oral presentations. Merely submit the comments to the court reporter. I will again note that virtual attendees were instructed to request a WebEx meeting code if they wish to provide oral comments remotely, and that no persons requested the code to provide oral comments. Are there in-person attendees that wish to make oral comments? I see that there are no in-person oral public comments. The deadline for written comments is the close of business this Thursday, August 28th, 2025. When providing written comments, the Commission would ask that, when possible, you provide comments by email in Microsoft Word to myself or General Counsel Beth Helene at urccomments@urc.in.gov. That's urccomments@urc.in.gov. All mailed comments should be addressed to the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission, Office of General Counsel, 101 West Washington Street, Suite 1500 East, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46204. Thank you again for your participation, and this hearing is now adjourned.